Right, so in my previous video that went up on Friday, I updated everyone on the purple Audi TT, the E46 Touring, the BMW 335D, the smashed up one that I bought from Copart, and the Planet of Dreams website. So if you want to know an update on all of them subjects, click the link in the description below. I'll also put a link to that video in the pinned comment. That is part 1 of this video. This video is part 2. All right, in today's video we're going to look at dropping the 335D off the VRS. We're also going to talk about the red TT that's been tuned by VRS, and then finally we're going to talk about that banger of an M5 that I bought, the F10 M5 that's been at VRS for a good few months now. Right, so let's get on with the video. God, I love diesel power, like it's so punchy, so on point. I love it. Like, the rev limit is 5,000, but it's like it doesn't need 5,000 RPMs because it runs out of power at probably about 2,500. All of the power delivery is literally at the bottom end of the rev range, and it's just nice, isn't it? There is nothing quite like diesel power delivery, is there? So we are obviously getting this car tuned. That's why I'm going to VRS. I'm pretty sure I said that yesterday or in this video earlier on. But yeah, so this is the following day, and we are currently on the M1 heading north to Northampton to go see Will at VRS to get these bits done in this car. And you know what, I've been driving this car for obviously the last 24 hours. I drove home in it last night, and it is the first time I've driven it. Just sadly, I'm going to shift that way, keep left and less overtaking. I'm now overtaking. After I've overtaken, I can then keep left. Yeah, it drives really well. This is the first time I drove it. Bear in mind that we've had no mechanical work done on this car. It's just body work we've had done, and it drives absolutely spot on. I think my only criticism is tracking definitely needs doing, but other than that, it's a really nice thing. Pulls really well, and just does as it should, I suppose. It's also got heated seats, which is nice. Full leather heated seats. This is luxury, man. So one thing I want to say is, it might, through your eyes, it might look like Calvin's being well generous buying all these cars and just giving them to his followers. And although I suppose there is an element of generosity, maybe, but my theory with everything in life is to reinvest, constantly reinvest. And what I generally try to do is reinvest time and money into everything that I'm doing to grow it. Yeah, it's all about growth, progression and achievement. Like, even with my car business, it wouldn't be where it is today without that mindset. Just keep reinvesting, and it will just grow. And that is exactly what I want to do with Planet of Dreams, with my channel. I want to keep reinvesting my time, all of the money generated as well from you lot watching my videos, like ad revenue, sponsors. It goes into a pot. I spend that money on stuff to give back to you lot. You lot are investing your time into me and my channel, and in return I'll give you the chance to give back, and then vice versa. I'm investing that money into my channel, and in return I'm going to get growth. Yeah, naturally people are going to think, yeah, this is wicked, I'm going to keep watching this guy's channel because I'm going to get a chance to win. So I'm going to keep doing it. I want to keep spending all this money on stuff. I've given away thousands of pounds worth of stuff already. Who knows where this could end up? I could be giving away a Golf R every week. Who knows? Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. I want to keep growing my channel, growing Planet of Dreams, and growing pretty much everything that I possibly can in my life. No funny jokes, yeah? And you know what, saying that as well, you look at like VRS as an example, they invest a lot of time into this channel, into these cars, and in return they get exposure, people go to them, they get a lot of customers in return, well deserved as well, and it's all about investing time. They invest their own money and they get a lot back in return. So yeah, just wanted to throw that in there before I get to VRS. I'll stop banging on now. Let's get to the next chapter of the video. Will! Back again. Do you know what, since I've been back, you've had the front of the unit all done. It looks amazing. Put the shutter door, because when I was here last time you was getting it all done, weren't you?
That's right, front entrance now, and we're going to have 2 new ramps, and that's going to be like a fast base, so we can get cars in and out the front, and more area to work obviously. And then it's all been clad, new security shutters and bollards that pull out the floor.
Looks a lot better. Yeah, you need them.
Yeah, just to make it secure for a customer's vehicles, and just looks nicer and newer. You know,
it looks like a completely new unit now, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've signed another 10 years here, so.
Really?
Yeah, we've had all new skylights and stuff, but I think we've covered that.
Yeah, no, it looks a lot better. Definitely.
Then, so
reinvesting, reinvesting.
Yeah,
into
investing
the
in the future, you know, so make it nicer for customers, you know.
Yeah, man.
So.
TTs.
You want to talk about the TTs?
So TTs M5.
Not the TTs, the TTs.
Yeah, the TTs will, None of your jokes, mate. So purple one. Let's quickly briefly touch on that.
180 brake.
The 180 brake car.
TT. We did. You mentioned it was overheating, and you didn't want to drive it, so you recovered it here. We then drove the vehicle, and the ECU was saying it's not overheating from the temperature from the engine, from the sensor, but the dash was saying it was. So TTs have a common fault, which is that the dash clocks read wrong, etc. So we sent the dash clocks away because the fuel gauge was reading wrong as well, actually, and we sent that away, and then they repaired all that, put the gauge correct, and then we got that back. We then drove it, and when we reversed the car on full lock, the car was binding up, which is the Haldex controller on the rear diff.
Oh, right.
So it means it's basically that it's locked on full.
It's stuck, yeah.
So we got a second-hand one of those.
Is that a common fault with them as well?
Yeah, it's quite common, to be fair. Yeah. So we.
So you've done that as well.
Yeah, we did that as well, and then road tested the car. So it's actually not a bad car, to be fair.
Yeah. So we chose not to tune that car because I had this one coming, didn't I?
Yeah, no, we don't have to, because it's a giveaway car.
Yeah.
You don't want to tune a car and give someone a potential liability because it's an older car, whereas all the pipes and stuff in the engine bay, and it was all
a
stock.
lot to do. Yeah,
and it was. I think that car is just a nice car as it is. We also a local company refurbed the wheels, didn't they?
Yeah,
so just to make it look nice. The wheels and lights always make a car look nice.
Yeah, definitely. And on that note, we actually had the wheels done on the red TT. Shout out to RRT UK. They've done the diamond cut wheels. They look a lot better.
Yeah,
don't
they
the
look
wheels?
they look really nice.
They do look really good.
Because you had the wheels done, we made a decision that you need to lower the car a wee bit, and
because they sit really high.
Yeah,
don't they?
and then obviously spring the wheels out. So this has had lowering springs and spacers fitted with longer bolts.
Better.
So yeah, it looks nicer.
It's a lot better, doesn't it?
So this car was a little bit different to the other car because we were going to tune it, but this has got like drilled and grooved discs on it and stuff prior to us seeing the vehicle.
To you, yeah.
Yeah. So, but this car is a 225, obviously Quattro, and we thought we'd do a stage 1 on it. So it's had a full service, plugs, filter.
Bloody hell,
cool pack.
Proper health check first.
Yeah.
And then you went for the
we literally did everything, and we also did an intake on it. The intake pipe as well. The turbo intake pipe was split, so we got basically a silicone one of those, and then an intake just to give it a bit of noise for whoever the winner is. So, and we did a base stage 1 tune. I think they had 249 horsepower.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So, because obviously the fuel was old and stuff like that, so we put a 95 on style tuning.
So running normal fuel.
Yeah, so it's not maxed out. It's super safe. So I'm going to put loads of stress on the clutch either.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do a giveaway car and then someone have to buy loads of parts afterwards. So
you know what, that's sound. Whoever wins it, they're going to get a nice little car, a bit of power. It's all
if I won that, I'd drive it to work every day. You know what I mean? I look like Donkey Kong in it, but
One of Henry Hoover.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So we cut to the important or the juicy part of the video, the M5, yeah?
Yeah, what a car.
M5, it's looking sad, mate. Is it? It's been a while as well. Is it like this car's been giving you headaches, isn't it?
We've had this thing to bits like 2-3 times now,
really?
Trying to sort it out. Yeah. So obviously when the car came, we'd never seen the car before. There was bolts missing out of everything. The downpipe didn't even have a bracket on it. Really? It's under that heat shield, but sorry, not a bracket. It didn't even have a clamp on it, so it's just hanging loose. I mean, there's 2 ECUs, both were full of faults, loads of faults in there. So we've gone through stuff. The wiring loom was like touching here and there and like stripped, and so we ended up changing a couple of bits of loom.
Bloody hell. So whoever's worked on it, they ain't...
I think this just been worked on. Like, basically, this side of the engine, everything was loose.
Okay.
On all the bolts. This side of the engine, everything was super tight. So it's like 2 people worked on it. It's like this guy... You know,
it's like you worked on this side and I worked on that side. Basically.
No, it's too tight. Like the bolts were snapped in it and also.
Oh, I see what you're
you
saying.
had to drill bolts out like the head. And in situ, it was difficult. So we stripped it all down. The timing was out. Yeah. So we used the BMW genuine timing kit.
Bloody hell, okay.
What happens is you put a peg in the bottom when you have two of these. These slip over the front of the cams here, and there's two squares on the cams. What that does is that puts the cams in the correct place, and then you undo the front bolts, replace them, and then basically turn the cams so they're in the right place, because obviously the cams are out. This is a quick explanation.
Yeah.
Going to town on it. And then just put the new bolts in, tighten it up, and then the timing was correct. So, because it had a fault for the exhaust cam, bank to this side, being out of correlation, basically. So we fixed that, but put it all back together. Replace the broken bolts, stuff like that. Replace all the bolts that are missing out of the charge cooler stuff. Put water in the charge cooler. Found a vacuum leak going to the exhaust at the back, which is connected to the boost control for the turbos. Basically took that off because they're open anyway for whatever reason. So, and then it has downpipes on it already. Not by me, they're already on there.
For us. So if we do get this running well, then we've got downpipes to tune in.
We've flashed our base tune in it already, just so we had our software in there.
A stage 2 tune.
Stage 2, because obviously downpipes. So that's in there already. So we ruled the software out.
So you've actually had the car running, yeah?
No, the car runs. I've driven the car and everything. So
really?
Yeah. So basically, we've now took it to bits again because there is there's still a fault on the exhaust cam. So the fact the timing was out is bad, but we've redone that. So basically, we changed. There's some like a solenoid in the front. There's a solenoid for each cam which controls a variator. Yeah. So we took them out and we've swapped that one from there to this side. Yeah. The fault didn't move.
So there's a fault on that side of the engine.
When we took them out, we've compared them. There's various different solenoids that you can buy. There's early ones that don't have mesh on, round a bit, and then the later ones have mesh in the middle. Yeah. And then the super late ones have mesh over all three parts. Basically, it's easier to explain.
It's a different type, but yeah, okay.
This had a non-genuine one in it.
Okay.
So we know that whoever's been working on the car before knows that that fault's there, and has put a non-genuine one in. That has made no difference. So what we've now got is this from BMW, which is this was the last one that they had. So that says something, but inside this box is that variator there.
And that's obviously
it's
a genuine one.
It's a £500 part. Yeah, unfortunately. So we've ruled it out by basically changing electronic parts, redoing the timing. The only thing that can be causing it now is the variator. Okay. So we've even ran the car with a different solenoid in, because obviously it doesn't. If a solenoid doesn't open, it won't fill the variator. So then if you ran it straight away, you still get the fault until the variator's full, but it should fill fairly quick. And basically it's still the same. So
you seem quite confident this is going to solve.
We have two new bolts for the variators. The new variator will fit that, and then put it all back together. It can only really be that. So there's not, unless it's got a blocked hole in the engine for an oil supply to the variator, which is very. I've never seen that.
But it's a possibility.
But the fact that this is the last one, which means I've probably sold a fair few. So that's something.
Logic telling you that.
Correct.
Should be that.
You've got to go with logic sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
So we will basically put the variator in, retime the engine, new bolts, put it all back together, drive the vehicle. Hopefully there'll be no timing fault there, because I believe on these engines, as soon as there's a timing fault, it cuts the boost for the engine. Oh right. So if it cuts the boost, it feels like it's got no boost. So you can all then.
Which is what it was doing.
Yeah, but it had a vacuum leak as well.
Course,
So there's a lot of conflicting things because it had so many issues. It's been a very difficult car to sort of get through. And I don't just want to spend your money willy-nilly on just putting loads of new parts on. I want to put the exact part on that's faulty. So we've done a lot of labour.
Man, you've actually gone to town on this car, Will,
We've spent a lot of labour swapping parts to rule things out. But rather than just saying, oh, Calvin, like the dealer would, it needs 4 new variators and chains and all that, there's no point doing that.
No, you've literally gone through everything and solved the problems that needed solving.
Yeah, that's how we like to do it.
Fair play, man.
And you learn, you gain knowledge by doing it.
Of course you do, that's what it's all about.
We know these cars well, but we're getting to know them better now. So.
Oh, I bet you are. Well, even to have it apart today.
You keep buying shit cars and bringing them in.
I couldn't not buy it. I thought tonight it's going to be good content.
No, mate, honestly, this will be a laugh.
It's going to be cool, won't it? Once it's all done.
It's super low mileage as well.
Was it done 20,000 miles? I know. It's a low mileage car, isn't it?
Yeah. So.
I'd love to get it full respray or maybe get it wrapped or something. The paint's a bit dodgy, but if we can get it wrapped or something, that'd be wicked. I've spoke to a few wrapping companies previously, but if anyone wants to reach out, that'd be wicked, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, that'd be great, wouldn't it? So hopefully, we've got the part here now that has arrived. I believe yesterday or this morning. Yeah. So the lads are obviously on booked in work at the minute. So as soon as we run out of booked in work, we're busy at the moment, but there's 5 of us, so we always run out a little bit.
You've got loads going on all the time, haven't you?
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get. Aaron's doing this job, so hopefully Aaron will get back on it and maybe tomorrow. And get it up and running. So if I put back in a couple of weeks, we should be able to get a video of it done tomorrow. We can start tuning it then. If everything's going all right. So obviously the bass tune's in there. We'll see what it makes. Obviously, we don't know the history of the car, so we want to be careful with the clutch packs. So
yeah, we know that. I don't want to
cause another issue. So I'm good at that.
I think I'm better at that. Cool.
So that's where we are with the M5.
Yeah, it's good news. Well. Good and bad, it's positive, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. I mean, we've fixed lots of faults and it's going in the right direction. So. Sound wicked. All right, that's it. Job done. I am now sat in the TT. I'm going to be driving home in this. The 335D is just parked right next to me there. Look, that's going to be staying here to get tuned, and yeah, it's probably quite a long video. There's obviously a lot to cover in this video, a lot of projects going on, but on the plus side, everything's heading in the right direction. Before I end this video, I want to say a massive thanks to everyone that I've mentioned in this video. Tony and Sean on the E46 Touring, obviously VRS, massive shout out to VRS, man, they are properly on side. RRT UK, they've done the wheels on this. Control Customs done the steering wheel on that. One person I haven't mentioned in this video who's been a massive help throughout all of the journeys on all of these cars is Ashley ARB Recovery. He is one of the most helpful people I've ever met in my life, so big shout out to him. He's helped just with manoeuvring all the cars, but all of that logistics in the middle is massively needed, so it's been relied on, and without him a lot of these dramas wouldn't have been so easy. So shout out to him. Everyone that I've mentioned will be linked in the description below. I think I mentioned that Control Customs are going to be giving 10% off. If I didn't, I think I did. Code Calvin10. Mention that when you place an order with them. That's it, yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. If you've got any questions or anything, feel free to drop comments in the comments below. I know you will anyway. But updates on the 335D, the M5 and the 46 Tourer, everything that I've mentioned on the video today will come on my channel in due course, so make sure you subscribe for all of that. I want to quickly remind you, if you are a Shopify custom developer, someone who can custom make stuff to plug into Shopify, please reach out to me. I want to get Planet of Dreams up and running. I want to give these cars away. Email me, Calvin at calvinscardiary.com. Alright, thanks for watching. Hit like if you like the video. I've already asked you to hit subscribe. If you haven't hit subscribe, I'm going to ask you again to hit subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified when I upload a video, and give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary. Alright, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, it's another episode of VRS cars with this thing here, the UK's fastest Mercedes A45 AMG.